and welcome to another Watcher of Realms video, and in this video we are going to be doing some summons for myself but also some viewer summons first. And first up we do have Parco here. He is mainly going for the progression in the spiritual altar, if I can find it. There we go. He needs the skill crystals. He's earlier game than a lot of people, and you know how skill crystals can be. I mean, skill crystals are always needed, to be honest, so it's not too unfamiliar to a lot of you, I'm sure. But he wouldn't mind Malvira, I think, but his main characters, we've talked about this with Parco before, are Toreador and Elowin. We'd have to be very lucky. We did get lucky on my brother's account with a Toreador recently, so hopefully we can get lucky on my guy Parco's account. Let's get the summon starting straight away. I'm gonna get text on the first 10. I'll try and remember to skip these ones because it can lengthen the video quite drastically. We'll watch epics and legendaries, but if we're getting taxed, we'll skip those. There's still potentially some epics that are needed on this account, so any hollows and stuff like that could be decent. Here comes another 10. Okay, we'll skip. We'll skip. Another 10. There's an epic. We should be guaranteed a legendary here. We're a little bit fresh off of Pity. I think he was like 10 in. Or maybe it was like 19 actually. But reasonably fresh. But we'd hope to get a little lucky. No, don't want to go to Pity. If we can get multiple legendaries in a 10, would be nice. Would be very nice. Here's an epic. Komodo, Kalina. Okay, next out. Another epic. Another one. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Azoth obviously rates up on some characters. I'm not sure who the rates up are on. Okay, we'll back out. Actually, we'll fully back out. We'll see the rates up, but we'll also see if the mission's progression. And we are going to get mission progression. So it's Idril's actually pretty good rate up. It's not a bad rate up. To get lucky in. Need to do arena to reset your daily. That's not too much of a problem. And monthly, oh, you just hit the monthly. Nice, we get some summons back. I think Parco was worried about potentially not having enough summons, but I think he's going to be absolutely fine. Get another 7 there. Let's not touch the diamonds. Let's get like a legendary and a bunch of lords, epics, or legendary lords. Toreador, I think, would be it. I think so many points from Toreador. You only need 7k for the event. Epic. There would be an epic. Cyrene, new skin. There's some tax. There's some tax. Tax is horrible for 2 reasons. You're not getting much, but you're also getting very low points for the event, unfortunately. Epics at least can get you some decent points. Even if you get an epic lord in there, even better. There's a Brienne. So there we go, like 400 points. It's not terrible. Not terrible. Esme. Looks like we're going all the way. The game is not being too nice, unfortunately. We're not getting some epics. Getting some points. I think we should be okay on the points once we hit the legendary. And it looks like it's going to be in one of the last 10s. We'll skip this one. Okay, hopefully last 10. Legendary. Who's it going to be? Malvira or someone juicy? Toreador, Elowin. The prime characters. Tallulah, brand new at least, is a healer. At least it's a new character. Not the healer we're looking for, unfortunately. Not the healer we're looking for. It's not going to be a double, but he gets only 780 points for a legendary. That's mad. That's mad. Let's see if we hit enough points. Let's have a little look. We just hit enough points with that. 7,300. I think Parco's going to be happy to stop here. He was mainly going for the legendary skill crystals. But he did get a brand new legendary. I mean, take it this way, Parco. As much as Tallulah isn't like maybe a fantastic character, she's not someone you're going to look to skill up instantly. So you could save those skill crystals for someone else. But thank you very much for letting me do your summons. The hunt continues for the desired characters. But yeah, hopefully the new skill crystals be useful for you. Cheers. Okay, now we can move on to the next account. This one is going to be Signus' account. He says, pull until we get a legendary. Or, if we get a legendary very early, we'll try for 2. We'll try for 2. We're going to just kick things off straight away. Going to get taxed up straight away. He did say if we get in the first 20, it's positive thinking. He was about 40 into pity. He's going to get taxed on his first 20. That's how the game thinks about that first 20 summons. There's an epic. There'll be an epic again. Some points for Signus. Always need some points for this event. We need 7k total, but the legendary should get us there. And we're getting taxed already. 30 tax summons. It's not too polite of the game. There's another epic. I think epic's like 200 points by themselves, something like that. 180. Get the old triple epic pull. It's nice. Not today. Oh, double. Okay, we get a double. Dolores. That's nice. 545 points. It's like what you like to see. We can get a double legendary. I think Signus will be pretty happy. Baron. Some pretty decent epics so far, at least. I'm sure they're all maxed for Signus, though. But luck's luck. It's nice to get some. Okay, next. Oh man, we're getting taxed pretty heavily. I think we've had like 60 or 70 tax pulls. Wow. The epics we've got are really good, but the tax has been crazy. This is like my pulls on 3-to-play where I did like 120 and got 2 epics. It was brutal. Bit better rates here. A little bit. But epics do not have a pity. Rocks! The newer character. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a dupe. It didn't say new. They need to add like a bunch of epics at the same time. Or like at least an epic or 2 every month. Another Idril. We should be close to the legendary now. I'm guessing it'll be like the next 10. Got a gut feeling. Let's get a double here. We've got a double epic or a really nice legendary for Signus. Really nice one. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be happy because he said she looks pretty good. Her kit is pretty solid. I didn't notice that she's got like barnacles. She really is Ursula, right? And her hair's floating like she's underwater. They have properly gone for the Ursula vibe from The Little Mermaid. I remember watching that movie way too many times when I was younger. So the brand new character, it was. I'm gonna be honest. Those pulls were horrific. The amount of times Signus just got taxed, but at least he gets the lady herself, should I say? And the double faction, I think, is going to be very, very important. Let's see if Signus has managed to max out their event, because if we're like 1 temple away, we can do that for him as well. We are 1 temple away. Do you want me to do that, Signus? I can quickly do that last temple if you want me to. Let me just make sure your missions aren't. Yeah, your missions aren't. Okay. He says do it. Let's do that temple. Hopefully we can get really lucky here. It might be slightly more than a temple, to be honest. 265. I think we didn't hit. The game is just like, nah, we're not gonna do it. I'll do a couple of singles. We need 25 points. I'm not gonna do a 10 for that. The game is taking the mick. The game is taking the mick. How many points is that? 21. So like 1 more pull should do it. And of course it's gonna be nothing. And that's another 21. So you should have 7k there. 2 skill crystals. It's pretty decent. New Malvira. You're going to need the skill crystals for her. But that's it for Signus' summons on this video. Thank you very much to Signus. I appreciate it. Enjoy the new character. Okay, so now we're going to do some more summons on a different account. It's going to be Brettland's account. Pretty much going to be doing the same deal as Signus, where it's just going to pull and see what we're going to get on the first legendary, and then he'll decide whether he's going to continue. I think he does want to complete the mission, but it isn't like the priority. I think he wants to try and get some summons. He's got a lot of diamonds, a lot of rares. We'll just kick things off, and he's about, I think it was 60 in, so now this is pull number 70 on the journey to the next legendary. If we can get a character reasonably early, it would be nice. But it wouldn't be too crazy to go to pity this time around, at least. We're starting off strong, just like we did on Signus' account with a bunch of attacks. There's an epic. Azoth. I'd never built Azoth. I was always told that he's potentially good on like Guild Boss, but obviously, like, I think by the time I had him, I got Deimos. I got lucky with Deimos quite early, and he's really good on Guild Boss, especially being part of the Nightmare crew. There's another tax. There's another tax. There's another tax. Getting some diamonds back at least. Maybe not too much, but some diamonds. There's an epic. So I think we're about 140 in or 120 in now. The game taxes you like 3 or 4 times in a row. It goes quick. Avalyn. Okay, we're getting some epics. Yeah, we're about 140 right now. We've done 60. I think we started with 118 summons, right? Oh, okay, we've done 90. So it could be this 10. It could be this 10 or the next 10. It's going to be in the next like 20 to 30 pulls for sure. 60, 90, and another 10. Oh, lag. That's not too bad. There it is. Give us Malvira or something nice and shiny that Brettland would be very happy with. Legendary. It's like one of the worst characters in the game. It's basically just only pulled some diamonds, unfortunately. And you got like a psychic power. Let's see if we've got anything else in this 10. To 0. I mean, unless you needed to 0, that was pretty brutal. It didn't take us the full. We didn't go to pity because we did 110, and you were 60 in, so you hit 170. So we got it just before pity, but not the greatest legendary for sure. Signus says, "Let's keep going." He has got lots of diamonds, but hopefully we can get some fortune. He didn't actually go to pity. He did actually hit it just before, because I think it was 110 plus the 60 he'd already done, so it was just before. Not the greatest time to not go to pity. You want to not go to pity, like, now. Like, right this next 10 is when you want to not go to pity. Right now to get a legendary, but it's not going to be. Like, you want to get, like, if you can get that sweet 20 pull legendary, oh, it's such a good feeling. It's pretty rare, but it's such a good feeling. Such a good feeling. You know, the next 10, it doesn't matter even who it is. Just anybody. Okay. Let's keep going. 40 summons. 40 summons. It's pretty good feeling. I think it's 40, 50 max. I wasn't trying to keep count there, but that's a pretty good feeling. Be a better feeling. Yo, oh my god. Parco in chat is melting right now because we did just get an Eloin. I'm pretty sure this is not his first Eloin, but an A1. If it is an A1, is actually really good because when you do her ultimate, it does damage reduction for anyone in range, which is actually pretty nice. So you can time the ultimate like on certain game modes to just reduce the damage taken. but we do get an Eloin. And I like when it looks at characters. Like when it looks at female characters, it's like looking at the curves, right? But Eloin's just all tree. Pretty much. Well, I guess there are particular curves on Eloin, but she's mainly bark. That is pretty good. We've lost the sound. We'll double check where his Eloin is at. I'm pretty sure. I mean, he had it already. He's trying to sell us loads of stuff. His Eloin is now A1, so we can just double check what it does. After using Grace of Nature, which is the ultimate, reduces damage taken by 10%, by 20% for 10 seconds. This is great, really great, and it stacks with Fercy's AoE damage reduction. So, like, let's say you don't get a lot of stuns on the first phase of Semra boss, you can hit this ultimate just to give yourself a little bit more damage reduction on top of Fercy if you use them in the same team. So that's kind of good. Okay, we're going to go for one more pity. Why not try and like strike while the iron's hot sort of deal? If we can get nice early luck again. I think it was 40 last time. If we can get that this time around again, it'll be very nice. But an Eloin's very tasty as a character for sure. There's an epic. He's going to have more than enough points on the actual event for summoning, but he will be going up the leaderboard with every summon from here, pretty much just getting some rewards back potentially. We're getting a bunch of epics. Some people don't like getting epics, they prefer rares, but epics are good for points. At the end of the day, they're good for points. It drives you up the leaderboard. But if you're not going to get any epics, you want as many rares as you can get. And we're going to get 2, which is not nice. There's another epic. I think the most rares I've ever seen in a 10 is like 7. Maybe an 8. Maybe. I need to see a screenshot of it. I mean, people can Photoshop stuff now really easily, but I would trust certain people more than others when it comes to certain temples. Estrid, I mean, used to be quite rare. I think she's a bit more common these days, but that's a good character. Could potentially be a character that Brettland does not have maxed out. Potentially. I don't think it's going to be as much of a problem with Idril, however. There's a legendary. Definitely a little bit early here. I think we only did about another 100. So, we've done about 240 summons and got 3 legendaries. Oh, no. It's better than Zealous, but you don't really need more than one Edith, and he already has her, because there's no new here. One's good, though, but you don't need more than one. Not the lady we're looking for, but you never know. There could be something else in this 10. I want to see gold. Not going to be gold. Let's get some rewards back, and we'll check in with Brettland to see what he wants to do now. Okay, so we're going to go for one more. We did have a little bit of a think about it, but Brettland's going to just try for one more. Let's have a little look. Okay. Okay, this is what I was talking about. If you can get one straight away, great feeling. Just be Malvira so we can stop. Save this man some diamonds. He rarely goes below 20k. It's the wrong woman. It's the wrong woman. Seraphina. It is a new character though. She is actually pretty good for the Esotericist faction trial. I did use her in my guide. She is actually very useful for very particular parts of it. Is there going to be anything else in this 10? There isn't. I'm pretty sure he's going to want to continue here because we got off the first 10. But again, I'll just quickly check in with Brettland. He does say continue as it was very early on. First 10. You love to see it. So I think that's what, 4 legendaries in 250 summons, I think it is. Which I don't think anyone's going to be too mad about. He was 60 in, to be fair, on the first one. But otherwise, pretty good rates. Pretty good. Getting some tax now. Is this post-tax or pre-tax? We'll find out on the next legendary. Let's have a little see. He's going to be bumping up that leaderboard for sure with all those golds. There's another epic. Evelyn. I do like Evelyn. She's really good. Another epic. Idril. I've got a theory for you guys. I'm just going to stop the summons for a second. Just tell me what you think, and you can leave it in a comment down below if you're watching the video. Do you think the rate up on the epics is actually way better than the rate up on the golds? Because I generally see the epics way more often. That's what it feels like to me anyway. It definitely feels that way to me. Which is a good thing for the epics, but... You know, the golds... The golds, I don't know. Oh, we're getting pushed. I think we're about 100 in. Getting a lot of tax now. There's an epic. Who are we going to get on the epic? Evelyn. Idril. There we go. So I'm saying, like, it just seems a bit more common. Feels that way anyway. It may not be, but we do get a lot more epics. So, you know, you can just get unlucky, I guess, with the legendaries. I have seen people get 3 of the same character on legendaries before. So it's not impossible. For sure. For sure. Evelyn Idril. So not helping you're not helping the argument here, Welter of Realms. Start giving me some random ones. I think Azoth is right up. He is right up, right? Yeah. Yeah. So he just got like 5 right up characters in a row, you know? And we've just got 4 non-right up characters in a row on the legendary, so it's just there. I guess it's possible, but like I said, it's just such a small data group. I think we did get a little bit early, but not by much. 20 summons, 30 summons max. I think this will be the last legendary for Brettland. He will want to save, but I'll check in with him. Yes, at least we get the character. It took 5 legendaries. His rates on the first 4 were crazy. He does get Malvira. What else is in this 10? Let's have a little check. Nothing else. He gets the new character. It took a bunch of diamonds. I think it was like 20k diamonds, over 100 summons, a bit of summons back as well. He will get some diamonds back, but he did get an Elwyn, a Malvira, a Zealous, an Edith, and also a... Oh, I can't remember the other character he got. Who did he get on the first 10? It wasn't... I don't think it was anyone spectacular, was it? Seraphina. Seraphina was new. But Malvira is who he was here for. I think the bonus element I don't think he'll be too unhappy about. That is pretty much going to be it for the summons for Brettland. Thank you very much. 5 legendaries. But he did do a reasonable amount of pulls, to be fair. But it's pretty good rates in my opinion. Now we move on to Weird Girl's account. And she's going to allow me to do the first legendary pull. And then we're going to check in and see what we're going to do from there. She's about 110 or so into Pity already, so it's not going to be too many summons. Hopefully we can get Malvira nice and early. And then it's basically whether she wants to go for the event progress and, you know, the leaderboard stuff. But we'll see what we get off the first legendary, like I say. Okay, we're not even going to go that far. I have done first 10 pull legendaries on Weird Girl's account before, actually. Which is kind of hilarious. If it's a Malvira, I would laugh. I would laugh. It's going to be a Magmus, not a new one. But I will check in and see what she wants to do. Because she might have only wanted to go to that first Pity. And that is indeed the only thing she's going to get off this 10. But it's nice to get the legendary early. We did save around about 70 pulls there, which is actually pretty decent. She says continue, like off the first 10. We might as well continue off of this. But that's quite nice. Even though, you know, it was only 120, I think that was. It's still nice to save 60, 70 pulls. It's still nice. We do get an Azoth. Get a bit of tax. Do a bit of a skip. There's an epic. There's an epic. Azoth. Mari. Non-rate up character. There is a attacks. And we're going to have to use diamonds now. A legendary nice and early. I think that's like 40 in. 40, 50. So in what we would have normally done to get the first one on Pity, we've just got 2, which is juicy. So it doesn't matter too much who we get on that. It's going to be a Kai. It's going to be a Kai. Apparently another character that's either had a rework or meant to get a rework. It looks visually really cool. And that is indeed the only legendary we're going to get here. 876 points. Again, I'll just quickly check in with Wiggle. We do continue. We do continue. Rates are good. Rates are good. We need good legendaries, please. Good legendaries. Particularly one legendary. Malvira. Please. Please. Get another epic here. Azoth. And there's going to be some tax. And some tax. And some tax. Wow, 30 pulls in a row, nothing. Epic. There'll be an epic. Avalon. Hollow. Okay, Hollow's good. There's some tax. Give us loads of rares at least. 4. There's an epic. Getting a couple of rares as well, which is decent. Tax. Tax. Jeez. We're about 110 in. That's nice on the rares, though. Oh, that's very nice on the rares. That's very nice indeed. 7 rares is nice. Get some diamonds back at least. Let's get this one. Getting so much tax here. This legendary better be amazing. Better be amazing. There's an epic. Yeah, a couple of epics. Should be around now. In the next 10 to 20 or 30 pulls, I think. We're about, I think we're about 27k on the diamonds. And we've used about 13, so should be very close. Avalon, Avalon. Oh, get another Avalon. Get another Avalon. There is an achievement for getting 3 of the same character as long as it's epic or legendary. And you're most likely going to do it for epics, to be honest. Okay, we get some tax. Give us a bunch of rares. We do get a bunch of rares. Wow. It's taken us all the way. Soft Pity has pretty much been hit now. A bunch of rares, which is good. Yeah, I think that took us to like the 190s. Give us Malvira. We do not want to do any more summons. No more summons. Hex. That, I think, I can't remember exactly who had an A5. That might be an extra Hex. It is a cool video. If it's not an extra Hex and it's an A5, that's not terrible, but we do want a Malvira. It is a cool video. I'll let it play. I do like the Hex video. It's quite long, actually, because after this, it's going to look at him for like 10 seconds, yeah. As is the standard. As is the standard. It is indeed a hex. Any other legendary in this 10? There is not. Let's have a little look and see where the hex is at. If that's not a maxed hex, it's not too bad. I know I definitely A5 someone's hex recently. It is an A5 hex. That's actually not too bad. That's not too bad. A5 hex is really good. His A5 is great. So I'll just check in again with Weird Girl. She is now on 11k diamonds, so no guarantee she's going to get anything. We'll see what she wants to do. Okay, we're going to switch over to Divines. We're 10 into Pity on the Divines here on Weird Girl's account. 2 is Soft Pity, and then every one after that, I think it's 5%. I always just, yeah, it is indeed. It will increase by 5% after the first 12. So hopefully we don't have to go too far. We did get on the first 10 on the normal summons. So if we can get in, you know, the first couple here, save some Divines for a potential 2 times, 15 times in the future, would be nice. It would be nice. Okay, we've hit Soft Pity. That's 12. So we're going for a 6%. Now this pool is going to be 11%. This is basically like having 2 times chances on a normal summon. But we're not going to hit. And then it's going to be now 16% and so on and so forth. Dolores though. Now we're pretty much going to be at 20%. 1 in 5 chance on the next one. And now we're going to be at like 1 in 4 chance. The rates do go up reasonably quickly. So we go from 1 in 4 to 1 in 3. But let's hit it now. We're not going to hit it. Now we're 1 in 3 chance. This is crazy. To not hit 1 in 5, 1 in 4, and 1 in 3 is actually kind of crazy. I'm actually going to double check where we are at the Divines, because this is mad. That is actually mad. Did I miscount? I might have miscounted. Hopefully I miscounted, because that is crazy. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. So we're 6 in, and 6 times 5 is an extra 30%. So we're 36% chance to get the legendary on this one. To miss 36% chance, or like 20% plus this many times in a row, is insane. Is actually insane. That was crazy how long that took. There better be 3 Malviras in here, let alone 1. It's going to be a Crodor. This is horrific. The fact that we just went that far for a Crodor. We should have been hitting off like the 3rd or 4th one into Pity for sure, but we just went like... So I think we went like 8 into Pity. That's incredible. I've never seen that before. I think the worst I've seen was on a Valiant account pool where it was like 4 or 5 in. That was like the biggest jinx ever. Yeah, you actually went to hard Pity. You went to hard Pity. That is terrible. Hard Pity. I've never seen that on the new system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You went to hard Pity. That hurts. I'm really sorry, Weird Girl. That's terrible. I mean, you got A5 Hex here. Who else did you get? You got a Magnus, but you got someone else, I think. I can't remember exactly who. It was a Kai. Here's some more summons now. We have got Bashaum's account. We are going to pull. He is very much fresh off Pity. Hopefully we can get lucky. He did get an Edwin recently, but if we can get lucky and get a legendary nice and early. He doesn't have Sadie or Malvira, but obviously Malvira is the tastier character, as it were. We're going to start off with tax. We've done this on everyone's account. This is everybody's account. Everyone's. The first 2 10s have been tax, except for, I think, did we go get a 10, a legendary off the first 10? But yeah, first 20, tax. The tax has been crazy, actually. The tax has been crazy. Here's an epic. Here is an epic. Cyrene and Evelyn. There's another epic. Baron. Another epic. Okay. Give us some epics at least. Give us some points for the events. If we get an early legendary, we need points with epics. To at least give us the option to stop. There's some tax. Give us all the rares. 3. Okay, we're into the diamonds now. Epic. We are into the diamonds. Evelyn. And a bunch of rares. Not too bad. 5 is nice. Tax. Only a few rares. Legendary, reasonably early. Not too bad. If it's Malvira, it'll be nice. Get the guy the character he wants just early. Nice and early. It is going to be Malvira, nice and early. Very nice. And 50 diamonds. That is actually nice. Awesome. Continue. And that's it. Whether Bashaum wants to continue summoning or not, let me just double check how many we did. It was actually pretty good. 30, 60, 90, 90 pulse. And well, maybe just into like 95, 96. But that is Malvira, the character. It's not often you see someone get a legendary and the first one they get is the character that's promoted. So, happy days. Congratulations to Bashaum. Thank you very much for letting me do your summons. I appreciate it. Okay, now we're on to my account. These are going to be the last summons of this little compilation. And we're just going to try and hit a legendary or 2. I would like to get Malvira. It would be really nice to have the new character. I'm about 20 in, so nothing too crazy. But if we can get the new character, fantastic. I'll stop. But I might go for 7k points. Man, we have been hitting like taxes of the first 20 with pretty much everyone's summons that I've done today. Unless they got it in the first 10. Like, they might have got a legendary in the first 10. Otherwise, it's been tax. Just tax and tax and tax. It's crazy. I think the odds of getting, like, nothing should be really, really low. I just got 3 tax in the first 40. Feels great. It feels great, game. This feels great. My goodness. 5 tax in the first 60. Okay, we get an epic. That's one way to get through your summons really quickly. Just get massive amount of tax. That's off. There's another tax round. Another tax round. So I've done 100 summons and I've got 2 epics. This is what happened on my free-to-play account. Now, for my account, it isn't that big a problem, honestly. It's just more just funny. But for a new player, this is brutal. Really brutal. Like, really, really brutal. 120 with 2 epics. When I should have, like, 10 at this point, you know? Wait, like, imagine you're a new player trying to pull for Idril and you just did 120 summons, which, you know, if you're free to play, it's going to be hard to get summons in mass amounts when you're newer. Wow, I guess getting text so much. Actually, I might have had two in a 10 previously. I can't really remember, to be honest. I can't really remember. Okay, let's see what we can get. We get a legendary. We get a legendary. I got it a little bit early, like 30 summons, 20, 30 summons. We got so much tax there. Incredible amount of tax. We need 2 legendaries in this 10. Wow. Wow, my first Aracha. I don't really need her because I have Ivar. But it's nice for the completion, you know, nice to get a character I don't have. That's a Lord. That's actually kind of cool. Don't need her, but you never know. There might be a point where Aracha is more important than Ivar for a stage or something, and I need to use the lore bonus still. You know, the faction trial of this group is going to come up. So Ratchet could be really important because she's one of the few, like, decent damage ground units, I think. So, what do we get on the last of this turn? Oh, we get a double! I've never got a double. I think this is my first ever double. I was only joking. I managed to get a Hex. Unbelievable. I think that's A2 or A3 Hex for me. I'll skip this video. We have already seen it today. I got a double. That's my first ever double outside of 1+1. It's crazy enough. I outside of Ancients as well. I've got it in Ancients and I've got it on 1+1, but I've never got it on normal summons. That's crazy, right? I've never got two in the 10. I mean, I'll take it. We're gonna try and go for another one. We're gonna try and go for another one. Le double. Now they're giving me epics. They're like, oh, okay. To be fair, I got so massively taxed there, but getting a double, that feels better. That feels alright. That feels alright. I can't be mad. I can't be mad. Yeah, look at them. Oh no, his epic rates are so low. Quick. Throw a bunch of epics at him and see what sticks. Okay. Okay, I'm probably going to stop at this legendary. We've got really lucky. 3 legendaries in pretty good amount of, like, small amount of pulls. I think total I did around about... And we get her. We get her. We get her. Took 3. It took 3. I had to get a Lord, which is probably rarer than her, honestly. Are we going to get another double? No. Okay, I'll take this. I'll take this. That's pretty decent summons for me, I'm not going to lie. I think we used about 140. No, I had 136. And I probably used about... I think I used about 5k diamonds. So, let's say we did 200 summons. And I got 3 legendaries. I'm not too mad. I'm not too mad. Obviously, we get the new character, which is the juicy bit. A new Arachnid as well. And my Hex, let's double check where my Hex is at. My Hex is, I think, A2. He is in a particular team. He is A3. Let's see what he gets on an A3. During the effect of Mad Truth, performing a basic attack against targets inflicted with burning extends the duration of Mad Truth by 1 second up to a maximum increase of 30 seconds. And then let me just double check what Mad Truth is. I think it's one of his cards, right? Is it one of his cards? Where's the Mad Truth? Oh, it's his ult. When triggered, increases damage by 140. Wait, so he extends his own ult length. During the effect of Mad Truth, there is a chance. Let me just read that again. Extended direction. So he as long as a character's burning, he'll attack the target for longer and extend his ult by potentially another 30 seconds. That's crazy. A3 is a big boost. A3 is a big boost. And I do have his exclusive 2 upgraded. So if I ever have to use him like the new Infernal, you know, Mythic Trial, whatever it's called, the Faction Trial, should I say, I think my Hex is going to be pretty good for that. I think he's going to be pretty good. But I can't be too mad at my summons, guys. And I appreciate everybody who let me do their summons today. Thank you very much. And thank you very much for tuning into this video. If you did enjoy it, please hit the like button. I appreciate it. That is going to be this little compilation. Take care. And I will see you in the next video.